Everybody, today is Thursday the 4th of January 2018 and I will change my calendar. This is a calendar that I made last time. Yeah, so this is the day. Hello everybody, today I'm going to let you know how to make this game is Tooth the Ring. So if you remember it, this is just to through every one of those rings in this place. So I would just start by throwing this. It's really nice. You could throw it from a large distance or bigger distance, okay, but this is really, and they are very light, so you could be better than me, okay. So this is the end of the game, so you could arrange them at the end so to have this shape. I will let you know how to make it in a very simple way, okay. So the materials that we'll need today, we will need this foam, okay, any big foam where you could find the meat present on it or any. I will need this newspaper, and I will need a cutter, I will need the glue, I will need this tape and the compass, okay, and you might be in need for this brush, or you can use your hand, so this is it depends upon you. And finally I will need this twisty tie, those metallic wires, so they are very nice to twist the foams, okay. So first what I will do is just use the compass to draw the circles, okay. So you could just adjust it in the middle and try to open as much as you can, because we need many layers. We will make many layers. Okay, this is my first one. I could then adjust one smaller like this, okay, and turn it. You could do as many as you can, okay. So just leave 1 centimeter length between each circle, each one, okay. So the third one could be like this, okay. What we will do next is to cut those circles, okay. So now I'm just making the last circle, okay. So we will have 1, 2, 3, 4 circles, okay. If you want more, it's okay. It's upon the foam that you use, the size of the foam that you are using. So now I will use my cutter to just cut those areas. So now I cut them, okay, into those pieces, okay. So what I will do next is just to cover each of them with this newspaper. So I will cut here, for example, okay. We will cut many areas, okay, but just to give volume, so I will just surround it like this, okay. You could surround it as you like, and as you want the volume you need, as long as you need more volume, you should surround the foam with much newspaper, okay. So now I did this, so I will use the tape to just see the parts that I made here, okay. So I will continue until the end. Yeah, so now I finished, okay, taping those newspaper. As you see here, it is well taped. So what I need next to make, just bring any cup that you don't need, or any bottle or anything you don't need. Okay, you could bring these or any pot, and then you could use this glue. Okay, we'll add water. So we will add water with the ratio of 1 water to 1 glue. Okay, so what I will need just to put the glue like this. Okay, and then I will use my brush to just join them together, mix them here. You see, as you see here, you should mix them very well. Okay, after mixing, I will just use a newspaper. Sorry, I will use a tissue. So now I mix the water with the glue, as you see, and I will use this tissue and I will cut it. Okay, into so now I cut it into several pieces, as you see. You could use a glove. Okay, it's better and more safe to just put your tissue like this. You surround it like this, or if you don't want to use a glove, you could just add it like this. Okay, and then stick it by using your brush. Okay, so it depends upon the way you would like to stick it or fix it. So, but I myself prefer to use my hand. Okay, it's more safe to use your glove for sure. You could use a, and then I will surround it, as you see. If I could leave it to dry and then color it with normal acrylic paint. Okay, so this is optional, because after drying that would be it would be like yellow hardened parts. Okay, so now as you see, I surrounded it. It appears like a donut. Okay, and after drying, as I told you, after putting the glue with the water, mixing them together and surrounding them with this tissue, you'll find its texture will be like a cast. Okay, so it will be hard but heavy, not heavy, it is very light, as you see. So now I will not wait until it dries. To dry, it could need 4-5 days to be completely dried. Okay, and then you could color them by using those acrylic paints or any paints. Okay, but now what I will do now, I will just wash my hands and return back to you to surround them with the twisty tie. Okay, so now I will use this twisty tie, okay, to just surround them. I will use it while it is wet, because it's okay, because I want the glue to stick with these wires. So okay, I will just surround them. So just to surround everyone. Okay, after finishing, I will use another one. So now I probably finished rolling this donut with this twisty tie, but you know, here you could find some protruded areas, so no problem, you could put them underneath. So for example, if you have this area or this, you could just put them underneath like this. Okay, just under the other wire. Okay, and this you could put it under this wire just to be fixed. Okay, so okay, now I finished this. Okay, and I will leave it to dry. So I will hang it on any thing. So for example, I used my broom because it has a long hand, so you could just insert it like this overnight, so it will dry. Okay, and after that you could use it, and it is very light. So this is how to make this shape. Okay, we could this way is a little bit professional, and you could use more say items. but we could use it in another different way. So for example, for example, you could do the same by using simpler materials. So here I will just use 2 cups. Okay, I will bring those cups. Okay, so I will use 2 of them. One will be the base where I could play, and the other one I will cut it as rings, as you see here. So I could just cut it, okay, from different areas, and cut it with the cutter and then with the scissor, as I will let you know here, and I will let you see. Finally, we'll tie it with this ribbon. Okay, so for example, this is my base. Okay, I will leave it. I'll just start from here by using my cutter. Okay, and then I will use a scissor to cut it. So I will do the 4 layer like this. Okay, so now I cut one. You could just adjust the edges here by removing the extra parts. So now, for example, I will use this green part. Okay, so I will just use the tape and this ribbon. So I will just twist it and then use the tape to stick this part. For example, if I will start from here, so I will just make it like this. Okay, I will just twist it as many as possible, so along the contour of this circle. So from the back here now, I will just use the tape to stick it here from the back. Okay, I could just use the tape to stick them together. Okay, and continue. You will continue to surround them. So now I am just running it like this. Okay, so I will stick it again, and I will continue. Okay, until I finish. Okay, until it becomes like this. So here, this is the other. It would be like this at the end. Okay, so this is bigger. You could use it for the child which are just maybe 5 years old. You just let them to know the colors, the size. This is bigger than this, and this is bigger than this, so you can't enter this at the bottom here. So you could just teach them this thing. Okay, we could do it in a simpler way. How? Here I just stack the cover of a bottle, just to give shape, you know, just to give a shape, no more. So this is just to give a shape, and at the end I will let you know how to use all this and this one, this game, to use them in another way. So it is not only to play, we could use them in another way. Okay, so now you will cut them, okay, as I told you, into 4 parts, and the last one you just cut it like this and remove this part and throw it. Okay, so you will have 4 parts, and you will do the same. Now the same I will do with these 2 cups. Okay, but I will just cut it, okay, and color it. So at the end I already cut some, okay, and colored them. So this is my first one. This is the, no, you could put it like this, a second, and this is the third, and this is the final one, the fourth. Okay, so it will give you this shape. You could also use it to let your child learn the colors and the size, which is bigger than the other. So it is very simple. You could do the same. Okay, I will continue to cut. So I will continue to cut the previous one. Okay, I will cut it with a cutter here from the middle, and then continue to cut it. It is the same way, exactly the same way as the previous one, but instead of wrapping it with the ribbon, so you could just color it, but here it is very important to adjust the edges for not being harmful to anybody. So now you could just color them by using those colors. Okay, you could put them and start to color them as you want. Okay, so here I could, for example, select the green one or the blue one as you like, and you could start to color them. At the end it will give you this shape. Leave them to dry, okay, and it will give you this game. Okay, it's very simple. You could also throw them, but I think you could use a thinner base to use this game and throw them like this. Okay, if you would like to let them through it, so you could use a thinner base. As I used here, in this case, I used a thinner base. It was my deodorant. I used it and stuck it on this base, or any base. Okay, you could select any base you have, any cardboard, anything, just to use a thin roll like this. Okay, and you could just then use your game and start to play. It's very funny, and my daughters love it very well. They love to play with it actually, and me myself, I really love to throw them and try to get the goal. So now you could use this in another way. As I told you, we could use that as a frame if I don't want to play. So why not use it as a frame? Okay, a small frame. To just I just need to bring something. So now I bring this plastic folder, okay, and I will just make a photo frame. So you could just make it like this, okay, just to know the it's okay, I just adjust it like this, okay, then I will draw a circle, okay. You could draw the circle and then cut it, okay, by your scissor. You cut it, okay, and stick it with the glue gun, and you could put the picture you want inside, okay, just to stick it, and then you could just hang it with any wire on the wall. So this is another use of these circles, okay. You could use the third here. Okay, so now I will just arrange them and put them here in their place. Now you could use also this as a bracelet to you or to your daughters. You could just attach anything here or as you like. So you could select the color you want. You could do many things by very simple materials, and I hope that you enjoyed the video. So thank you very much, and see you next video. Goodbye.
If you like my videos, please don't forget to